So he goes quiet, and she's reading. She doesn't say a word. She doesn't ask a question. She says, hand me a pen, Sonny. He hands her a pen. She signs it unconditionally, no questions asked. He kisses her. He grabs it. He jumps in his car. He drives back to work. He barges into his boss's office. He shows him the slip. I got one! And the boss said, good for you, but you need two. You'll never get the second. There's always people going to try to talk you out of your faith. Even people that like you. Even people that are kind to you most of the time. But they don't understand what we understand. He said, don't get too excited. Don't work with one. You need two. And I guarantee you, you won't get two. We've only had one in the last year between all the agents. He says, you watch what my God will do. He goes back to his desk. Now it's lunchtime, and he's just sitting there, and he's just praying in the Spirit, and he's just saying, Lord, I thank you. I don't know how you're going to do it. Lord, I thank you. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to do it because I prayed the prayer of faith, and we're halfway there, and don't let me down now, God. You're going to do it. And about 2 p.m., the secretary walks in. Never happened in the history of the company. She says, I have another direct sale if anybody wants it. He jumps up, runs to her, grabs the paper, gets in his car, drives, finds an old man this time sitting in his house on a rocking chair. He says, sir, I need to explain this to you. It's not a regular sale. You're not going to get your money for 6 years. He's looking at the contract, and he said, I heard the Holy Ghost say, shut up, you talk too much. So he went quiet. The man looked at it, says, hand me a pen, Sonny. Exactly the same words. Doesn't ask one question, signs it, no conditions, no issues, signs it. I mean, he gives that man the biggest hug that man's ever got. He doesn't open his door, he dives through the window of his VW Bug. He breaks every speed limit and goes through every red light, and he is racing back. He barges into his boss. I told you God would do it. I told you. The boss was shocked. He hands him the paperwork. And by this time it's 4 o'clock. The bank closes in a few minutes, and he says, you better run, buddy. You better run. The bank's about to close. And so he speeds his way to the bank, shows them the paperwork, and just before closing, they count him out all the money. He shows up the next day at the jewelry store. The father-in-law is there. Son, are you sure you can afford it? Of course I can afford it. Of course. Are you sure? It's a lot of money. You haven't been working for a while. I'm a man of faith. Of course I can do it. You see, he don't tell anybody till years later about that challenge. He didn't want the father-in-law to know he was this close. He buys the ring. He proposes to her that night, and today they've been married over 50 years.
There is very little that we can do in the natural realm. The supernatural realm is the realm of possibilities. And there is literally nothing at all that you are trusting God for that God is not able to do. So look at that. What looked impossible by the power of God was made possible. That even people that are close to him, they try to talk him out of his face. If you look at it through the lens of the extraordinary, then you would know that this is possible with God. Yes, watch out for the last part of this video and stay blessed.